Time out. We got a legit industry person who was talking about Wumpa League. Let's talk about it.
Whoa!
What's up, guys? Canadian Guy here, and I am thrilled to be here to tell you of the Crash news that I got. Here's a quick catch-up if you don't know. Wumpa League was a multiplayer mode for Crash Bandicoot 4 that initially was going to release 1 year after the release of Crash Bandicoot 4 for Crash Bandicoot's 25th anniversary. From what we know, it essentially was about two teams catching live Wumpa fruit and banking them for your team. Think about Pokemon Unite. Rumors speculated that there would be gadgets and hazards that would litter different areas and were used offensively and defensively. However, something happened in development behind the scenes. The worst part was, we had no idea what the reason was, but the development of this game was completely halted. The only thing that we had in terms of speculation was a mysterious logo that popped up at the end of the game when you 100%ed everything, and in this Twitter post of Coco playing Uncharted. But then, in September 2021, the teasing for Wumpa League started back up again, when a tease from Paul Yan himself, in the middle of his GDC talk, dropped this slide in his slideshow, with a post-it note partially covering up the name Wumpa League. Then, subtle teases with this coin started popping up every couple of weeks, in packages and in posts, with the last one being teased in March 2022 for St. Patrick's Day. Since then, there hasn't been much in terms of teases for Wumpa League or anything in regards to Crash. Until now. Windows Central, a notable news site that typically focuses on Xbox news, hosts a live stream on Saturdays called Chatterday, where different guests come onto the talk show and hang out. Each episode has different guests, and in this particular episode, Jez Corden, the editor at Microsoft Central, and Rand Al Thor were featured. Jez is going to be the main focus of today. During their latest podcast episode, they were talking about their predictions for Summer Game Fest. Rand mentions Crash Bandicoot, and Jez lets something slip. Here is the clip.
Outside of Modern Warfare 2, I think Toys for Bob shows off a new Crash game.
Oh, new Crash. Yeah, let's go. I like that.
What do you think, Jez? New Crash?
New Crash?
New Crash? I wonder where he got that information from, Rand.
Well, I mean, we literally talked about it on the last two podcasts.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to leak that.
Well, you didn't leak it.
Oh, did I not? Okay. I mean, yeah, that's a good prediction, Rand. Good prediction.
A good prediction, man. So, Jez, you also agree that we're going to see a new Crash Bandicoot?
I think we could see a new Crash Bandicoot. And not only is it going to be a new Crash Bandicoot, it's going to be a multiplayer Crash Bandicoot. Crazy, right?
Fusion Frenzy style? Mario Party?
I don't know.
It's that Wumpa League game that's been delayed for a while, Miles.
Oh, okay.
I think it's not called that, though. What's it called? I know what it's called, but I've forgotten. But it's like a 4-player brawler almost, but Crash oriented.
First things first, Jez is the editor at Microsoft Central. This guy literally runs a verified gaming news source, so of course he's going to hear chatter behind the scenes, officially or maybe through other nefarious means. Thus far, the leaks and spoilers that Jez has dropped has been quite accurate, like his recent post for Halo Infinite, which was later confirmed by data miners. So, according to Jez, a brand new multiplayer Crash Bandicoot game is coming. The game is going to still be developed by Toys for Bob. Also, we can assume that the game will still be on the Unreal Engine. Now, this lined up with a video that I made a couple months back, where I explained that the drastic change in logo, and of course the constant delays, might have meant that there may have been a massive overhaul in the gameplay itself, and it sounds like it is. However, Jez decided to double down on this leak, as he released a new article today, talking about his predictions for Summer Game Fest. In the article, he goes through a bunch of predictions and educated guesses based on numerous factors. And yes, he even gets to Crash Bandicoot. And this is what he says, quote, "Given Microsoft's uniquely renewed relationship with Activision Blizzard, given the acquisition proceedings, we could also see a reveal of Toys for Bob's new Crash Bandicoot game. which I'm told is a unique team-based 3D platform competitive brawler. The game features characters from across the Crash universe as well as some fresh new ones, so I am told, and should be gearing up for a reveal either at Xbox's show or one of the other summer showcases this season. Now, this is huge. A 3D platform competitive brawler is something I can't even begin to think of. Is it like Smash Brothers? Is it team-based? There's so much to speculate about, but Jez believes that Wumpa League, or whatever it's going to be called, is going to be revealed soon. Now, I don't want to put words into his mouth, but I do think that due to the nature and context to this article, I think he is confirming the existence of a brand new Crash game coming, but not necessarily its announcement or release date. At least not for right now. Now, I want to clarify something. Does this mean that we're going to see Crash Bandicoot in some way, shape, or form on June 9th at the Summer Game Fest showing? The likelihood is, well, probably not. Here's the thing. Activision typically sends out packages to tease the reveal of a new Crash or Spyro game. Other than Insane Trilogy and Crash on the Run, they have done it with every single project. Could they be pulling a fast one though? Yes, it is possible they were pulling a fast one and could reveal this Crash game at the Summer Game Fest showcase. But I'm thinking it won't be, as Jeff Keighley revealed the majority of titles they are showing off are titles that have already been announced. But just in case they are pulling a fast one, I will be co-streaming the Summer Game Fest showcase on June 9th, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll answer as many questions as possible and we can watch the show together. But typically, Activision sends out press packages before a showing happens, and the only press package I received was this Call of Duty puck. Get it? 'Cause Canada?
Yeah, no.
But this leads me to my next point. Activision will always put Call of Duty on a pedestal. It will always get the most attention and will always be the golden child. Now, by the time you're probably seeing this video, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 will likely have shown off its trailer. And if you don't know, they already revealed that they would be showing off gameplay at the Summer Game Fest showcase. Activision wants as much attention on Call of Duty as possible, making sure that it dominates the gaming news. So I got a feeling that if they were to put Crash Bandicoot or maybe even Tony Hawk in this showcase, it will get drowned out by Call of Duty, their own game. It would essentially be cannibalizing their own projects. Now, if Crash doesn't show up to the Summer Game Fest showing, does that mean we won't be seeing Crash at all? Actually, no. See, what people are forgetting is that this is the Summer Game Fest showcase. Summer Game Fest as a whole lasts for the entire month of June. For example, the recent PlayStation State of Play was actually considered to be a part of Summer Game Fest. We can see the logo of it in the top left corner at the start of the show. And if you remember correctly, Crash Bandicoot 4's trailer was revealed in its own little live stream for Summer Game Fest back in 2020, with Jeff Keighley interviewing Paul Yan and showing off some awesome gameplay.
I've got an extra special package for Jeff.
This gave Crash his own time to shine without COD or any other major projects overwhelming it. Lastly, Jeff Keighley also commented in an interview that while this showcase is focused on updates on games that we already know about, there are more events happening by publishers in the month of June. Quote, I think it's going to be a fun month of content for games coming out, and there are lots of games that have been announced that we haven't seen stuff on, and that's what's going to be a big part of it. What I will say is that obviously the Game Awards is in December, but before then, we've got a lot of great events from game publishers that will be happening over the next week. The Xbox and Bethesda showcase is on Sunday, and there will be more things to be announced even in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned. But here's the thing. Let's say, worst case scenario, Crash doesn't show up at all in June. I'm still happy, and more importantly, relieved to hear news about this new Crash game. To hear it from a known, verified source. To know that the hints that we have been following for all these years weren't just false senses of hope, but were legitimate. And I cannot wait to see what Toys for Bob has in store for all of us, and I hope the wait was worth it.